have something really important to share with you.
We are in Mark chapter 9. It says, "And he asked them, 'What are you arguing about with them?' And someone from the crowd answered him, 'Teacher, I brought my son to you, for he has a spirit that makes him mute. And whenever it seizes him, it throws him down, and he foams and grinds his teeth and becomes rigid. So I asked your disciples to cast it out, and they were not able.' And he answered them, 'O faithless generation, how long am I to be with you? How long am I to bear with you? Bring him to me.' And they brought the boy to him, and when the spirit saw him, immediately it convulsed the boy, and he fell on the ground and rolled about, foaming at the mouth. And Jesus asked his father, 'How long has this been happening to him?' And he said, 'From childhood, and it has often cast him into fire and into water to destroy him. But if you can do anything, have compassion on us and help us.' And Jesus said to him, 'If you can, all things are possible for one who believes.' Immediately the father of the child cried out and said, 'I believe, help my unbelief.' And when Jesus saw that the crowd came running together, he rebuked the unclean spirit, saying to it, 'You mute and deaf spirit, I command you, come out of him and never enter him again.' And after crying out and convulsing him terribly, it came out, and the boy was like a corpse, so that most of them said, 'He is dead.' But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he had entered the house, his disciples asked him privately, 'Why could we not cast it out?' And he said to them, 'This kind cannot be driven out by anything but prayer.'"
That is the real casting out of demons, which is done by prayer. And if you are having a hard time believing in Jesus, ask him to help you with your unbelief.
Let's read the study note. The fundamental problem of the people, the opponents, the spiritually oppressed, and even the disciples is that they are faithless. The Father merely seeks help through Jesus' miraculous powers. If you can do anything, Jesus corrects the Father's statement by calling him to put his trust in God. "I believe, help my unbelief." The Father immediately confesses that he has some faith, but also acknowledges his spiritual weakness and appeals to Jesus to create in him a heart that believes more firmly. Why could we not cast it out? Besides lacking understanding, the disciples lack the ability to fully carry out their commission from Jesus. Their failure is an occasion for encouragement to more prayer, implying that more time and effort in prayer, and therefore in closer fellowship with God, leads to growth in faith.
This is a very encouraging word, and I really hope that it encouraged you today. If you have anyone that is in that same boat as that little boy, I know a few myself. The best thing to do is be in prayer constantly on behalf of them. Ask God to strengthen your faith. As the scriptures say, ask and you shall receive, seek and ye shall find, knock and the door will be opened unto you. Anything is possible if you believe. Meaning if you actually trust and believe God when he says he will do something.
Mark 11:24 also says, "Therefore I say unto you, all things whatsoever ye pray and ask for, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them."
Because God is not a liar. I love you all, and God bless.